Good afternoon. I'm sorry that I cannot be with you in person today, but I did not want to miss this opportunity to welcome you to the Department of Justice. 33 years ago tomorrow, the Americans with Disabilities Act was signed into law. That landmark civil rights law ushered in a new era of greater participation, inclusion, independent living, and opportunity for people with disabilities. The ADA has been transformative, opening doors and removing barriers to nearly all aspects of life, including community living, housing, education, employment, healthcare, transportation, parental and family rights, and voting, to name just a few. And it has given the Justice Department some of our most important tools to advance the promise of equal opportunity and equal justice for people with disabilities. The anniversary of the ADA gives us the opportunity to recognize and celebrate the enormous impact the law has had on the lives of people with disabilities and on our entire country. It also gives us an important opportunity to recognize the many barriers that remain and to recommit ourselves to breaking them down. We know that far too often, law enforcement officers are forced to respond to individuals experiencing challenges that do not have a law enforcement solution. This can contribute to significant harm to people experiencing mental health crises, as well as to the needless incarceration or institutionalization of such people. At the same time, it puts a great strain on the law enforcement officers who are forced to fill in the gap where community services have failed. The Justice Department is working to address these challenges through our enforcement of the ADA. Last month, we traveled to Minneapolis to announce the findings of our investigation into the city of Minneapolis and the Minneapolis Police Department. During that investigation, we observed that although many behavioral health related calls for service did not require a police response, the city failed to provide a meaningful alternative. We also found examples of MPD officers escalating situations and using avoidable force against people with behavioral health disabilities. In so doing, the city and MPD discriminated against people with behavioral health disabilities when providing emergency response services, in violation of the ADA. We are now working closely with the city, MPD, and the community to develop a plan for addressing the problems identified in our findings report. Earlier this year, we announced similar findings of ADA violations involving the Louisville Metro Police Department and the Louisville Jefferson County Metro Government. There, too, we are working with local officials and community members to implement remedial measures. In addition to our enforcement actions, we are working with our partners across government to provide communities and law enforcement agencies with the support, technical assistance, and resources they need to more effectively care for people in crisis. In May of this year, the Justice Department, together with the Department of Health and Human Services, issued guidance for emergency responses to people with behavioral health or other disabilities. This guidance provides state and local officials with best practices for responding to crises experienced by people with disabilities. And on a slightly different but closely related subject, I wanted to let you know that the Justice Department will soon issue a notice of proposed rulemaking regarding website accessibility for people with disabilities. Indeed, depending on the day and time that someone pushes play on these recorded remarks, you may already know about that notice. In the 33 years since the enactment of the ADA, our country has made important progress toward fulfilling the promise of equal justice and equal opportunity for people with disabilities. But as today's program makes clear, we have much more work to do. The Justice Department will never stop working to make real the ADA's promise for all people with disabilities. We are deeply grateful to everyone who has joined us here today for your partnership in that urgent work. Thank you.